Morning everyone. So I'm just going to give you a short presentation this morning about attitude to learning and effort grades. So we used to have a system where we graded your attitude to learning as highly motivated, engaged, passive or disengaged at each report point. As you can see, there are lots and lots of bullet points here and it's quite hard to understand all of that. So last year we reviewed this system and we listened to what you were saying about how difficult that was to understand. So we have decided to get rid of the highly motivated, engaged, passive and disengaged system and replace it with a new system of effort grades instead. So at each report point, you will be graded on your effort. You can find the descriptors for how we're going to do those effort grades in your planner on pages 13 and 14. So the top effort grade we're going to award is excellent, for excellent effort. Now, excellent effort, as you can see, means being committed to getting the most out of all the learning opportunities that are available to you, and it is what all students at Churchill Academy and Sixth Form should aim for. So we're looking for excellent participation in the lesson. We're looking for somebody that actively seeks and responds to feedback on how to improve the quality of their work. We're looking for somebody that shows the academy value of determination, to help them to learn and grow when they have setbacks or make mistakes. We're looking for somebody that manages their time and work efficiently and is a role model who is highly disciplined. We're looking for someone who uses their initiative without having to always be told what to do, but they use their intelligence to work out what to do, and they show dedication and enthusiasm for learning at all times. So those descriptors will be used to award excellent effort. A student making good effort means that you're a responsible and hard-working student who tries their best all of the time. So good effort means you show a good interest in your learning and you're attentive and focused. You respond well to feedback and targets and you complete work to the best of your ability. You show determination and you're willing to persevere when things are difficult. You take responsibility for your work and you're well organised, which means that you meet your deadlines and so on. And you willingly do all that is asked of you and sometimes more. So that's good effort. Below that is a student making insufficient effort. So insufficient means not enough. So insufficient effort means that a student's probably doing most of what you're supposed to do, but you're not pushing yourself or making the most of the opportunities available to you. So you might participate in lessons, you might be generally focused and well behaved, but you might not be trying hard enough to improve your work after you've got feedback. You might be well organised, but you do the minimum that's asked of you and not much more. You might make a good level of effort some of the time, but not enough of the time. It's not consistent, and you might be patchy. So if those descriptors describe you, then you may well get a grade saying that you're making insufficient effort, not enough effort. And the lowest grade is a student making poor effort, and you will need support and intervention to become a more responsible learner. So you might make little effort to be involved in the lesson, you might not act on feedback and therefore you won't make progress in your learning. You might not be interested in being challenged, or you might give up without trying. You might not spend long enough on a task and you might produce poor work as a result. You might not be taking responsibility for your learning or behaviour, and your effort might be a cause for concern. And obviously this is something that we want to avoid. So at each reporting point, 3 times in a year, you will get a grade for your effort that will either be excellent, good, insufficient or poor. And your teachers will be using the criteria that I've just listed for you, and that are there in your planner on pages 13 and 14, to help make a judgment as to whether they think your effort at each point has been excellent, good, insufficient or poor over the most recent period. For each excellent or good grade you achieve, you will get points contributed to the house competition and rewards associated with those as well. Obviously, excellent gets you more points than good, but insufficient and poor grades will result in intervention from teachers, tutors and senior staff. So if you've got insufficient grades or poor grades on your reports, that'll be something that we'll be having a conversation with you about, and potentially a conversation with your parents about as well. So what we want you to do is we want you to look carefully at the descriptors that are in your planner on page 13 and 14 and use those as a template to help you show the very best effort you can in all your lessons. And that's something you can talk to your tutors about, and something that your teachers will also be talking to you about as well. Thanks very much for listening, and have a good week.